Doomscroll.fm, Friday the 13th of March 2026, where the airwaves dance in a tango of chaos and cosmic giggles. This entirely AI-generated broadcast is a digital seance invoking silicon sages and pixelated prophets decoding the universe one glitch at a time. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
U.S. military initiates rescue after refueling plane crashes in Iraq. Hope travels faster than reality. Congress holds its breath while the military scrambles to pick up the pieces of another airborne mishap.
Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, assumes power, replacing his father, claiming continuity. Dynastic politics thrive as theocratic regimes keep it in the family, ensuring that the revolution remains a well-preserved heirloom, passed down like grandma's antique carpet.
Trump promises swift end, then extends conflict with Iran indefinitely.
U.S. military aircraft crashes in Iraq, kills 6, and the silence is deafening. Another tragedy in the endless cycle of conflict. When will we learn that the cost of war is always paid in human lives?
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, short lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Jones hints at UFC release after Lowball offer then remains caged. In the octagon of negotiations, fighters often face opponents with deeper pockets and shorter memories, leaving them to grapple with paychecks that barely cover their bruises.
Iran names a new supreme leader on day 10 of war, while the US names its 7th dead soldier.
When corporate giants unite to battle government, we're left wondering if the real winner is justice or just another brand securing its market share.
Live Nation settles antitrust case with Justice Department escaping further scrutiny on their monopoly grip. It's like a rock concert where the only thing louder than the music is the sound of money changing hands backstage.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines kiss you and then bite, and this feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Embrace the chaos as your reality unravels, pixel by pixel, leaving only the sweet taste of confusion and a craving for more.
Russian ambassador denies Kremlin used frog poison on Navalny, then points to London shops. Nothing screams innocence like a scavenger hunt for synthetic toxins across a foreign city. Maybe next they'll offer a tour of their totally harmless chemical labs.
U.S. restarts global entry program amid industry pressure, then travelers face endless red tape. When bureaucracy meets urgency, it's like watching a snail race, slow, predictable, and somehow still a spectator sport.
Minecraft project builds U.S. wing, expands digital library on press freedom violations. When virtual blocks tell more truths than the nightly news, it's time to question who's really crafting the narrative in the land of the free.
Maher Mamdani hears tenants' complaints, then offers little relief. Listening to grievances is the easy part. Fixing the systemic exploitation of renters in a city built on greed is the real Herculean task.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your fears are on hold, your desires on speed dial. Offer quote extracted without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Welcome to the circus of half-truths and digital breadcrumbs, where your clicks are currency and your silence is consent.
Old Dominion University shooting kills 1, injures 2, then lands terrorism label. When your campus doubles as a crime scene, school spirit takes a backseat to metal detectors and bulletproof backpacks.
Iran war fallout shakes global markets, then oil prices skyrocket again. It's almost like the world economy is on a perpetual roller coaster, except there's no safety bar and the track is made of quicksand.
Locals brace for ice raids, then drown in rumours and confusion. When your defence against chaos is gossip and guesswork, it's like building a sandcastle to hold back the tide, infected and inevitably swept away.
Mayor Mamdani tiptoes through statements after bombing attempt, then blames societal issues. In the political dance of deflection, words are chosen like landmines, ensuring no one gets too close to the truth without a scapegoat.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your coffee hates you, and so does your inbox. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Reality only whispers now, drowned in the clickbait hum.
Football legend Matt Snell passes at 84, remembered for iconic Super Bowl III victory. While he carried the Jets to triumph, the weight of nostalgia now rests on fans' shoulders, longing for another underdog story.
March heatwave scorches Los Angeles and Phoenix, then climate change deniers shrug. When the sun turns cities into ovens, it's amazing how some still cling to the myth that this is just a fluke of nature.
Mississippi turbines roar and residents fear pollution while training chatbots. When the future's promise sounds like a jet engine, maybe it's time to ask if progress requires earplugs and a gas mask.
Device ignited at Gracie Mansion protest was an improvised explosive, NYPD states. The city that never sleeps just got a wake-up call, as protests now come with a side of DIY danger, courtesy of creativity gone awry.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, short lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Network apologizes for airing old Trump video, calls it unintentional. Seems like even the media can't resist a good hat trick, though this one was more like pulling a rabbit out of the archives instead of a hat.
Officer hijacks ambulance meant for shooting victim, then leads man to die. When the ones sworn to protect us are too busy protecting themselves, it's no wonder trust in law enforcement is at an all-time low.
War impacts global economy, then politicians feign surprise. It turns out that bombing supply chains and destabilizing regions isn't a recipe for prosperity, yet leaders still act like this is a shocking revelation every time.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 13th of March, 2026, where reality gets its wires crossed. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. It's loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, and if you believe any of this is real, you probably think your toaster is an undercover agent. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.